Welcome back to WMK. Today we're going to go over application on two different topics. We're going to go over our elbows and the Nukite. Application for both these things that we are practicing in our kata. So let's start with the elbows. A long time ago, I had a senior student talk to me about or explain to me about how I should think about my elbows being weighted down. And the idea that I had weights attached to my elbows here, and it just hit, a light bulb went off for me. When he explained it that way, what happened next was the ability to feel my lats engage. And from that point on, it was very easy for me to find that spot. Now, what I refer to that spot as is elbows on a shelf. When I'm teaching my students, I always refer to making sure their elbows are up on the shelf. Now, that's a great tool or a great way to express it, but you also need that weighted theory to it too. So when those elbows are sitting on a shelf, having them weighted, engaging the lats is where you want those sanchin arms, definitely where you want those elbows. So I should never see a student, if I'm behind them, never see a student with their elbows floating out, okay? Those elbows should be in. Now, what that does for me is a lot of different things. It structurally gives this shape here, right here, whether you want to call it a 45-degree angle or not, it structurally gives it a lot of strength, okay? The other thing, just as important, if not more important, when we talk about self-defense, I'm protecting my ribs. Those floating ribs, your rib 11 and 12, those last two ribs, they are not connected to the breastbone, okay? We see it in sports all the time. We'll see uppercuts or punches to those in sports, okay? But we don't talk about them too much in self-defense. And it's really important that we protect those ribs, okay? So a lot of times when we're sparring or even doing prearranged kumite, I like to make sure my arms, my elbows are on that shelf and they're weighted and my lats are engaged and I'm protecting those ribs. So when I strike out, I come right back to that spot every time, right on that shelf, and I make sure they're weighted, okay? Now let's get into the Nukite. And this goes on the same topic or line of topic as what I was just referring to as far as the ribs. For me, one of the applications of practicing this Nukite, and we always talk about, at least I do, this should be targeted to the rib area. Now, I know a lot of instructors talk about striking and reaching up underneath the ribs and pressure points in there and all kinds of other things, okay? And I'm not saying any of that's wrong. How I look at it for application, for me, realistically for me, I'm looking at, you could call it an uppercut to that rib 11 and 12, those floating ribs on both sides. There is a lot of power in here. So if I'm out here at kumite distance and I evade that punch or that grab, there's that Nukite right there, driving that into rib 11 and 12. And it doesn't matter which side, okay? Either side, if I take that Nukite and I drive it into rib 11 and 12, the floating ribs, especially from the side, because as we know, ribs are designed to take impact from the front. But from the side, they're not so strong at that point. And if you catch them with their arms up, okay, this opens the ribs up. As my arms come down, they close them up. So you can imagine, I intercept this swing, punch, grab, whatever it is. I've got a hold of him here, and I just plant that right into the side of the ribs there. It's an incredible target, especially for self-defense. We all get focused in on the face. We are headhunters when we get mad, okay? People are expecting this up here. They are not, in a self-defense situation, you see very few. If you watch self-defense fights, If you take the time to go through them on YouTube or whatever platform that you're watching them on, very rarely do you see people take advantage of that. Again, it's more of a sport thing. I would recommend to you, if your self-protection skills, your self-awareness, your verbal de-escalation has let you down and you are hands-on, absolutely, this is a prime target right here. You and I both know, as weight practitioners, we need to protect those ribs, okay? I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to plant that Nukite right into the ribs right there. Hey, that's all I got for you today. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you on the next video.